Another week, another platinum trophy. As Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is currently included with your PlayStation Plus subscription for the month of January, I thought it would be the perfect time to go back and get the platinum trophy. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you press both like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment letting me know what game you'd like to see me get a platinum on. My main objective is to complete the story and pick up combat trophies along the way, and then start working on the collectibles. So our first trophy is called the Mantis, and it simply comes from completing the first area and being rescued. Next up, we travel to Bogano to make our way to the vault in the middle. While on Bogano, we meet our companion BD1, which helps us reach the vault for the trophy a long time ago. Our stay on Bogano was short as we make our way straight back to the ship, and then I head to the back of the ship to customize the lightsaber to get the Sabersmith trophy. Our next planet we travel to is Zepho, and while making our way through that planet using skill points, I unlocked a skill move which allows me to kick an enemy after dodging their attack. However, for the kicking back trophy, I needed to do this on a creature called a Phylak. This was a bit tedious as I needed the Phylak to first kick me. After a while, it finally kicked me, and then I dodged another attack to kick it back. Continuing on with Zepho, I make my way to the Tomb of Ilram. While here, we learn the push ability, which allows me to use the Force to push and also break objects. Using this ability, we make our way through to the end of the tomb to receive our next trophy called The Obstacle is the Way. For now, that is our time done on Zepho. I make my way back to the Mantis to head out to the next planet called Kashyyyk. After making my way through the areas on the planet and deflecting blaster bolts back to the stormtroopers, I received a trophy back at you for defeating a total of 50 enemies with reflected blaster bolts. A short time later, we free the Wookiees from Imperial imprisonment to receive the Happy Go Wookiee trophy. The next trophy was definitely one of my top 3 ways to deal with stormtroopers. The trophy is called Look Out Below, and you just need to push 25 enemies over the edge. As I continue on through the Tomb of Mictral, a short cutscene plays which then gives us the trophy Everything is Connected. While I am making my way back to the Mantis, I decided to tick off another combat trophy. This one requires me to slow down a stormtrooper blaster bolt, full pulse the stormtrooper to me, and then use the blaster bolt to defeat it. What goes around is definitely a very fun trophy to get. As we progress, we get kidnapped, which is not very ideal, but you know, it happens from time to time. I escape, rescue BD1, and make our way to a fighting pit. This is the perfect opportunity for me to get another combat trophy. This one is called the Bang Shot. All I have to do is defeat an enemy by colliding them with another enemy. I take one of these firebug creatures and force push it into another one. As I escape from the fighting pit, I continue to make my way through the planet Kashyyyk and come across a bunch of enemies. After parrying one of their attacks, the trophy Perfect Timing pops up for parrying 100 enemies. I am finally nearing the end of this planet, and of course the Ninth Sister has come to stop me. After an intense battle and chopping off her hand, I received the trophy. Her name was Masana Tide. Next up, we make our way to Dathomir, and nothing really happens at this planet until we near the end of it. We receive the trophy Gorgara Falls for defeating the Winged Terror on Dathomir. We have now made our way to Ilum as we need to find a new crystal to make our brand new lightsaber. First up, we come across a droid. With one of BD1's new skills, we hack the droid and then proceeded to defeat another droid, giving me the Don't Mess with BD1 trophy. Shortly after, we find ourselves with a brand new crystal for our lightsaber, and after a little bit of tinkering, our lightsaber is fixed, giving us the trophy for a more civilized age. After making our way back to Dathomir to take on the former Jedi Master, we are approached by more bounty hunters. Thankfully, this was the last bounty hunter we needed to defeat in order to receive the trophy Scum and Villainy. With Night Sister Merrin's help, we take on the Jedi Master Taron Malicos. After a fierce battle, Merrin steps in to help with her magic to seal Malicos' fate, giving us the trophy I Knew He Was No Good. After defeating Malicos, we receive the item that we need to enter the vault back on Bogano. While on Bogano, I decided to do a quick combat trophy called Kickoff. This required me to defeat an enemy only using kicks. After making our way back into the vault, we use the item to finally open up the vault, giving us the Holocron Awaits trophy. While heading back to the Mantis, I decided to get one last combat trophy called Blade Master. This was pretty simple, we just needed to hit a single enemy with all lightsaber types. We now finally make our way to planet Nur. We make our way through the base, defeating every stormtrooper that we come across and find Trilla. After an intense battle, we get the Holocron back. Now things are really starting to heat up as we come face to face with Darth Vader himself. We quickly realise we are no match for him, so we just turn around and run. After a short while we finally make it back onto the Mantis, safely flying away from the planet. We open up the holocron and find the location of all 4 sensitive children. However, we decided that we should do nothing with this information and allow the Force to decide what happens to them. We destroy the holocron, completing the game and giving us the trophy, Trust Only in the Force. After the credits finished playing out, I went over to the terrarium to check up on all the seeds I've been collecting from the planets. After checking up on them, I received the green thumb trophy as all the seeds had now fully grown. The plan I had now as I completed the story was to finish up on the miscellaneous trophies before working on the collectibles. First up was a couple of combat trophies. I went and defeated the last 2 mysterious creatures, giving me the legendary beast trophy for defeating all 4. By also scanning them as well, I got the data collector trophy, which was to scan every enemy type. The next combat trophy was pretty simple. It was to defeat 20 enemies with explosives. I had been doing this every now and then while playing through the game, but just needed a couple more. Thankfully, a quick force push on explosives into enemies got the trophy Big Bang fairly quickly. This was when I decided I will be going through the worlds one by one and explore everywhere and collect all the collectibles. While doing this, I explored the crashed Venator, giving us the trophy visiting Alderaan places. I took a quick look at the trophy list to see if there was anything quick and easy that I can do while still on this planet that I can tick off, and there was 3. First was the full glow up. For this I just needed to customize the look of Cal, BD1 and the Mantis. Next up was Can't Touch This. For this we need to do a precision evade for 100 attacks. This means that we needed to evade at a very specific time, which caused everything to slow down after evading the attack. For this I just cleared out an area of enemies and just left one attacking me over and over again. Then finally I went to meditate back at my ship so I could do a full run of 20 enemies for this next trophy. The trophy is called Not So Fast and we needed to defeat 25 enemies while they are under the effect of empowered slow. You could do this by holding down the enemy slow button until Cal moves his hands out to the side and defeat the enemies affected. As the enemies were bunched up, this was done fairly quickly. Making our way back to Bogano for the Full House trophy, I realised I could easily do another 2 trophies while here. For Full House, we needed to recruit all possible crew members for the Mantis. Just as you land underneath the Mantis is an area with another creature. Interacting with the creature, it joined your crew. I then made my way over to the vault as this was where our Ogdu spawns. After taking out a couple of stormtroopers, I used the force pull on the Ogdu to pull out its tongue to slice it, giving me the Cal Got Your Tongue trophy. Finally for Bogano, there are a bunch of enemies all together, which was perfect for the final trophy on this planet called Triple Take. For this, all I needed to do was to defeat 3 enemies using a single lightsaber throw. We are now down to our final 7 trophies, all of which are collectibles. As I am making our way through each planet collecting all the chests and secrets, we finally get our 75th Force Echo, which gives us the Echolocation trophy. This, however, isn't the last we'll be seeing of the Force Echoes. I still need to go to the location of where they are for another trophy. After defeating enemies and collecting a couple of more Force Echoes, I finally have enough skill points to unlock the last 2 Jedi skills for the trophy Feel the Force. Our next trophy was given to us while we were collecting some of the chests. We come across our final gold chest, which contained extra BD1 stim canisters. This was our last one and we received the trophy Medical Droid. This was it. I knew that within the next hour I will have the platinum for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but there was a bug. For the trophy data disk, we needed to find all of BD1's encrypted logs. However, there was just one that wasn't allowing me to scan. I left the area and came back. I jumped off the side so I could respawn, and yet it still would not allow me to scan. After a couple of minutes of searching online, someone had said that going to the next meditation point, meditating and then going back should allow you to scan, which is what I did, and it worked. This leaves us with 2 trophies left. Collector and a galaxy far, far away. I make my way to the final planet, Ilum, and collect all of the chests and secrets. As I am getting the final chest, we open it up and collect the collector trophy. However, the trophy for a galaxy far, far away didn't show up. After defeating 2 enemies, I realized that on my way to collect this last check, I took a path to the right, but there was also a path to the left. After heading straight back there, I jumped back on to that path, climbed across onto the left, and as soon as my feet hit the ground, the trophy pops up. Galaxy Far Far Away has been achieved, and with that, the Platinum Trophy, A New Hope, has been completed. If you are thinking about getting this game, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. If you're watching this when the video goes live, the game is still available for free in PS Plus, so make sure you get it, or at least add it to your library for later.